When BTS's Kim Taehyung enlisted in the military on December 11, 2023, many fans expected silence. No music, no media, no movement. After all, that's what most idols do during their 18 months of service. But Taehyung isn't like most idols. What followed was a digital paradox. While physically absent from the public eye, V became more visible than ever. According to Google Trends and Korean media reports, Taehyung was one of the most searched K-pop idols of 2024, often trending without any trigger. No new music, no official events, just presence. So how did a man in camouflage dominate the cultural conversation for over a year? While most celebrities fade during enlistment, Taehyung's face was everywhere. From Celine ads in Paris to Cartier campaigns in Tokyo, his pre-enlistment content continued to roll out like clockwork. Fans began calling it the V effect, the uncanny ability to create buzz without lifting a finger. Fashion brands didn't just maintain their partnerships with him, they centered entire global campaigns around him. His photo shoots, video interviews, and magazine covers were strategically released throughout 2024, keeping his image fresh in everyone's minds. In one particularly viral moment, a Cartier billboard featuring V in New York's Times Square sparked spontaneous gatherings of fans. People cried. Some even lit candles. It was as if his image had transcended celebrity and crossed into myth. Then came the whispers. In April 2024, a fan letter surfaced online, allegedly written by a fellow soldier. In it, the writer referenced a man named Elio, poetic, calm, and deeply respected. Fans quickly speculated the letter was about Taehyung, and soon after, another soldier confirmed. Elio is V. The name, drawn from the melancholic protagonist in Call Me By Your Name, instantly captivated fans. Who was this new identity? Why had Taehyung chosen it? Was it a reflection of emotional growth? A metaphor for the person he had become in silence? The hashtag ElioV began trending. Edits flooded TikTok. Fan art exploded. The mystery deepened. What's shocking is not just that V was searched, it's how often. In January 2025, Korean media outlets published reports showing that V's name had surpassed even actively promoting idols in search rankings across Asia and parts of Europe. Fans weren't just waiting for him, they were obsessing over him, searching for any update, watching old fan cams, replaying interviews, dissecting his handwriting, even analyzing the way he tied his boots during early military photos. It wasn't just admiration. It was a cultural event. On June 3, 2025, just days before his military discharge, Taehyung shattered the silence. "You waited, now what?" That's all he posted. 5 words. No explanation. No follow-up. But the effect? Nuclear. The phrase instantly became a meme, a cry, a slogan, and a signal flare. Armies across the globe lost their collective minds. Theories flew. Was this the start of a solo comeback? A soft launch for a BTS reunion? A quiet farewell? And the Google searches skyrocketed again. There's a saying, you don't know what you have until it's gone. In V's case, absence didn't make the heart grow fonder. It made it wild. The hunger for information became so intense that even rumors trended like real news. 1 week, fans believed he had secretly filmed a drama with a top Korean actress. Another, they claimed he had started his own fashion label. None of it was confirmed. But that didn't stop the media cycle. Journalists began to realize something. Taehyung's power didn't come from activity. It came from mystery. Early May 2025, a digital analytics firm in Seoul coined the term V syndrome to describe Taehyung's uncanny ability to dominate attention while inactive. Their report showed V was searched more than any other BTS member in 2024. Despite zero official updates, his layover album saw a 30% spike in streams during his enlistment, defying industry trends. On TikTok, fan content related to V received over 2 billion views from December 2023 to April 2025. No promotions, no posts, just impact. But with all this attention, some fans began to worry. Why hasn't he said more? Is he struggling? Is he leaving BTS? Theories about internal conflict at HYB emerged. Some suggested Taehyung was planning a complete transformation, perhaps stepping away from idol life to focus on acting, directing, or even launching his own independent label. Still others believed he was strategically building suspense, orchestrating one of the greatest comebacks in modern music history. One thing is certain: everyone is watching now, with his military service officially ending in just days. All eyes are on what V will do next. Will he release a new album? A short film? Join Festa 2025 with the remaining BTS members? Or will he disappear again, letting the world chase his shadow? Either way, Taehyung has mastered something few celebrities ever do. He turned silence into dominance, while others shouted to be heard. V whispered, and the world screamed back. He didn't need to flood social media. He didn't need comebacks or scandals. All it took was mystery, elegance, timing, and one perfectly crafted question. You waited, now what? And just like that, the most searched K-pop idol of his generation had already won, without even trying. In any other situation, a company like HYB would have capitalized on the storm. A vague post like, you waited, now what? Is practically a marketing goldmine. But oddly enough, HYB said nothing. No clarificación. No teaser drop. Not even a single comment of acknowledgement. Why? Industry insiders are split. Some believe this is all part of a genius slow-burn campaign, orchestrated months in advance to build tension and maximize emotional engagement. Others, however, claim HYB was completely blindsided by Taehyung's post, that it wasn't in their PR schedule at all. A leaked internal report, allegedly from a HYB staffer, described the moment as an unexpected spark that lit a wildfire across every division. The staff reportedly scrambled to come up with contingency plans for interviews, content releases, and brand coordination. If true, this would mean that Taehyung acted alone. That "you waited, now what?" was not a company-backed message, but a personal flare, lit by a man who is finally free. And if that's the case, what else is V planning that HYB doesn't know about? Over the years, Kim Taehyung has made it clear he's not here to be molded. Even before enlistment, V often pushed back against the rigid structures of the K-pop machine. He wrote poetry instead of tweets, chose jazz over EDM, opted for stillness when others chased virality. While other idols chased trends, V seemed to be carving out a completely separate path, one closer to artistry than idolatry. And now, after 18 months of solitude in the military, many believe he's more rebellious and more powerful than ever. Rumors are swirling that V has turned down multiple comeback offers, even from within HYB, insisting on full creative control. One anonymous industry figure was quoted saying, "He's not interested in being a product anymore. He wants to be the producer." If that's true, we may be watching the slow birth of V the auteur, someone who's not just creating music, but shaping narratives, aesthetics, even ideologies. What makes V's case unique isn't just the mystery, it's the emotional chokehold he has on fans. Armies aren't just fans. They're investors of emotion. For years, they've poured their hearts into V, tracking his every move, decoding his lyrics, defending him against scandals, and standing by him even in complete silence. But that silence is starting to raise questions. Does he still care about us? Is he trying to tell us goodbye? Are we waiting for something that may never come? The emotional whiplash is real. And yet, no one's walking away. Instead, they wait, refreshing Weverse, replaying Layover, searching his name on Google, hoping that when the time comes, they'll be the first to know what really means. What many Western outlets fail to grasp is that Taehyung is no longer just a K-pop star. He's a global cultural figure. Fashion editors call him the silent icon. Art critics have compared his visual storytelling to that of auteur filmmakers. And luxury brands are reportedly in bidding wars to secure long-term deals with him for 2026 and beyond. Even people who don't know BTS recognize V's face, his melancholic eyes, his fluid elegance, his unpredictable duality. He's become more than an idol. He's an idea, and that's why Google searches spiked, because an idea is harder to kill than a career. Oh, here we are. Days from discharge, months from clarity, years from his debut. And the world still doesn't have answers. But maybe that's the point. Maybe Taehyung isn't offering closure. Maybe you waited, now what? Isn't a question at all. Maybe it's a challenge. To let go of the idol image. To accept transformation. To follow him not just as a fan, but as a witness to an artist in metamorphosis. Whether he comes back with a song, a script, a film, or a silence, it will be intentional. It will be VDOT. And we will still be watching. Still waiting, not because we have to, but because there is no one else like him. Even if Taehyung never returned, even if you waited, now what? Was the last message he ever gave, his legacy would be secure. Layover would still be studied in music schools. His impact on fashion would still shape brand strategies for years. His digital silence would still be analyzed in media classes. His name would still trend without reason. He has become what few ever achieve, a legend in real time. And all it took was 5 words.